Hey guys, so we're back today with another unboxing for you. This time it's the Lattissima Touch machine. I got it off Amazon recently on Amazon Prime Day, so I got a bit of a deal on it. And I just thought it'd be good to get it unboxed, do a review of it in a few days' time, and also to put it next to the other Lattisimas to see what the differences are between the machines. But for today, we're going with the Lattissima Touch, and I thought I'd just unbox it and just show you the machine. So I've got the white version, and obviously it's got the usual bits on the side. What's it saying about it? It's got an espresso and a lungo button, cappuccino, latte, macchiato settings. It's a one-touch system and it runs on 19 bar pressure like most of the Nespresso machines do. I've got the white version because that was the only one that was on offer. But I thought it'd be nice actually because my Grand Lattissima is black and the Lattissima Pro is silver, isn't it? So I thought if we could have each, one of each on display, then that might work well. To give you an idea of the differences in colours as well if you're thinking about buying one of these machines. So I'll just pull this out now. That's how it's packaged up inside the box. So what have we got? We've got our 14 free pods. See what's in here. You know who the machine is? Well, we don't need to get it there. You know what 14. You get 14 free pods with each one of each, so give you a selection to try with the machine. This one open. So we've got our instruction manuals. I'm going to pay a lot more attention to these these days because sometimes you get wrong information even when you ring Nespresso as to what you should do with the machine. So do look at the manual, pour over that when you're unboxing yours. And this is the white machine. Don't be freaked out if you see a few air bubbles on top. Oh, sorry. It's got a plastic cellophane on it that needs taking off. So what I'm going to do, these are the frother. Hope I haven't broke it. So that's the frother. We can see it's a lot smaller than the Grand Lattissima one. And so is the water tank. But we'll have a look at all that in our comparison when we compare them all. I'll just show you the front quickly and then I'll get rid of all the cardboard and we'll have another proper look. So that's the first look. Let's get all these stickers off, come back and we'll have a better look at the machine. Right, so we've got all the stickers off it. One thing we are questioning is whether it really is white. I don't know if it looks white to you right now. It looks a bit more mockery or mushroomy colour to us. But it does say white on my order page, so we'll see more, I suppose, when we put it up next to the other machines. And also, we did get the free capsules. That's them out of the box, so all good so far. Now, I do stress this is an unboxing, it's not a review, so I'm not going to go into like the size of the water tanks, how much it all does. I like to have a play around with them first before I review any machine for a few days, just so I can see how they work properly. But if you're unboxing it for the first time, you will want to know. The water tank's on the back, it has a little lid on it, I don't know if we can see that. So it has a little lid on it here, it will detach. Let's see how it detaches. I'll check that in a minute when we do the cleaning cycle and we'll come back to that. But the little frother just sits in this hole here and you can shut that to have it nice and clean looking when it's not in use. And then just slot it back in. Do make sure you push it in properly so that it lights up okay. There's a shelf here that slides in and out. You'd have had to have taken the sticker off that. And be sure to clip that back in properly. The shelf came off when we took the sticker off. But unless you really force it in, don't break it. But at the back end, force it in and make sure it clips down properly. Or else it won't be able to slide in and out. So that's something you need to know. So what we're going to do now, I'll check how this comes off. I don't want to break it myself. And we'll do the cleaning cycle on it, which is the first thing you need to really do with the machine. One other thing I just want to point out, this little booklet here, don't just put it to one side and don't look at it, because there are some, I don't work for Nespresso, there are some deals in there that everyone who gets a machine, they can be quite good. Like you can get a welcome pack where it's like 150 capsules and you get like a free gift with it. So be sure to have a little flick through that and it tells you more about the capsules, the intensity. So don't just throw that to one side and not look at it. So the tank at the back then, the first step is to wash it out and then fill it with potable water. Basically, I learned recently is tap water. You can fill it with tap water or you can use filtered water if you want as well. But it comes off, if we just get the camera up above, it comes off like the Ascenta Mini does, where you can just like pull it towards the back and then it clips off like that. You can actually, it says you can lift it by the lid, so it's strong enough to do that, and then take it out to the sink, which is what we're going to do now, wash it out and fill it up to the max level with tap water or whatever water you're using. Right, so we have just washed it out with water and we've filled it with water as well to the max line as it said, but I just wanted to point something out to you. To get the water tank back on the back, if you try to do it like that, then it gets blocked from doing it. But if you lift the lid, even just a little bit, look, it won't go in properly there, but if you lift the lid just slightly, then it slots back into place. It's indicating, if you look, to do the water hardness settings next. This is a bit more complicated. It says to go to page 26. It's not that difficult, I hope. We'll find out. But basically, we've got a little strip that came in the manual here. We take that out, being sort of delicate as we can so we don't rip it too much like that. And then you hold it in for like a second, and then this should just, eventually, these should start to turn red. And that corresponds over here. If we just look on the manual, up here, it says that if your water's really not very hard at all, you won't get many strips that are red. You won't get many squares, sorry, that are red. If it's a little bit, if it's soft water, you know, we're getting a bit harder, then it goes to 1. If we're getting a bit harder again, it goes to 2, 3, 4, and that's sort of as high as it gets. So over the course of a minute, these should gradually start to turn red and that will indicate your water hardness. Switch the machine on, press the lungo and warm froth buttons simultaneously for 3 seconds to enter the menu mode, descaling and clean alert. The clean alerts start to blink. Then it says touch in a single movement the following buttons: lungo, creamy latte and milk froth. And then it's saying now when you're in that sort of mode where you can set the water hardness, you select whichever your corresponding sticker relates to. Before we do this though, it does say in the manual to remove the milk frother. So we remove that. I don't know why I'm closing that, just for neatness. Now we see we get these 2 simultaneous lights on as well. So I'm going to hold these down together for 3 seconds. There we go. And then swipe down like that. And I know that my water hardness level is this one. So I'm going to press it quickly. And that's now set my water hardness level to 2. So the next stage then, this one is dead simple. It's just a case of running 3 shots of lungo water through just to clean out any chemical residue that may be left in from when they built the machine. So on top we can see, because the frother isn't attached, we've got 2 lights showing. That's just the espresso and the lungo button. I'll press the lungo button to set the first lungo shot of water running through. Oh, make sure you have a container that fits and make sure it doesn't come off like mine did then with the vibration. So what I'll do, I'll fast forward these bits for you now. We're doing 3 shots of lungo, remember, and we'll move on to the next stage. So the next stage now is just to disassemble the frother, put it into the dishwasher or wash it out by hand, and there's instructions in there as to how to do that, and then we should be ready to prepare our first coffee. So my wife now is just going to show you how to disassemble the frother, because there's a few different bits you've got to get off. It's a bit more fiddly than the rest of it. So the knob comes off on top. And then, as we say, these pieces then go into the dishwasher, or you can wash them by hand according to the instructions inside the booklet. It is a little bit fiddly, this frother, so we will show you how to put it back together. We'll try and show you anyway. So that goes into there. Then we have that twisting into there. The little dial on top twists back in. That's a funny one, it sneaks inside there, look. And then you just pop that back in, but this little spout where the milk's going to come out of, that goes over the outside, if you see. And that's how you put it back together. So what we'll do now, we'll get some milk in it, and we'll finally get round to making a coffee. Right, so let's have a go at finally making a coffee with the machine. So we're going to make a latte macchiato. So first we want to attach the frother, so tilt it back slightly as you put it in, I've found works best. It clips in nicely, and all the lights on top will flash up then to say it's ready to make a milk-based coffee, these 4 front ones. So the next thing to do, just a little note on the dial on top here, that can set your froth level. So depending on how much froth you want, you can set that accordingly. So we'll just leave it there. The next thing, put the pod in. Now the silver foil, if this is your first time using an espresso machine, that goes to the front. So you just drop it in, close the lid, and that'll be pierced. Don't forget to move this frother out as well here. So I'll move the glass a second, pull the frother out. If you don't, you'll have a disaster, trust me. And then that's then positioned to put the milk into the recipe glass. And then we just have to press the latte macchiato button. Now on top we have several buttons: espresso, lungo, cappuccino, latte, latte macchiato, milk froth. So we're going to press the latte macchiato button now and it will make a coffee. We'll do this in real time. So with latte macchiato then, it's froth first, milk second. Milk froth first, coffee second. And the next step is to clean it out once we've done that. So we'll just remove the Instapod. Remember that. And then hold this down just until the process finishes, really. And that's now clean, ready to go. You just detach your frother, take it to the fridge, put it in the fridge, ready to make another coffee if there's enough milk. So that's the Lattissima Touch. Like I say, that's an unboxing. It's not our review. We will be doing a full review of it, but we like to play around with them first a bit to make sure we're giving accurate information. We are also planning a video where we put all the Lattisimas against each other. There's 4 different ones that we've got that we're going to put against each other to see which one's best for you, for the money as well. And also we'll add this one to I'll add a link in the description and also add it to our Amazon stores. That's where I got this one on offer. So you could check if there's any current offers there at the minute too for you. So I hope that's been useful. Please give the video a like if it has. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.